Wales, it's Teacher Bernadett and welcome back to another exciting morning ring. So today's morning ring is for Tuesday. And if today is Tuesday, what day will it be tomorrow? Wednesday. And what day comes after Wednesday? Thursday. Very good. And what day was it yesterday? Monday. And what day was before Monday? Sunday. Very good. Now, can you remember your days of the week? How many are there again? 7. Okay, so let's look at our names. I hope some of you have started on your days of the week plates or circles with the name of the day of the week, how many the day is, and then the number to show how many shapes there are on your plate. Okay, so first we have Monday, which is the first day, so it's got 1. This says Wednesday. When's Tuesday? Okay, then we have Tuesday, which is the second day. So it's got 2. Wednesday, the third day. So it's got 3. Thursday is the fourth day. So it's got 4. Friday is the 5th day of the week, so it's got 5. Saturday is the 6th day of the week, and it's got 6. And Sunday is the 7th day of the week, so it has 7. Okay. Now, what month are we in again? The month of May. Very good. And can you remember how many months there are in a year? 12 months in a year. Okay, so let's see if you can remember the names of the months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, which is now, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Very good. Something on my lip. Okay. So, can you remember what we did yesterday that was a little bit different from all the other morning rings we've done? Okay, we're going to do legs, feet flat on the floor, hands on your knees, sit nice and tall, wiggle out your shoulders, close your eyes, and then count or breathe in 1 and out through your mouth. Breathe in 2, out through your mouth, and last one, breathe in 3 and out through your mouth. And blink your eyes open. Okay, so now let's ask ourselves, how are we feeling? I'm feeling frustrated. Let's put it that way, frustrated. Frustrated means when you get irritated or you're annoyed or a little bit angry when things just aren't working out for you. So that's how I'm feeling today, because being at home and not being with my whales, it's difficult, and the fact that none of us can do anything about it makes it even more difficult and even more frustrating, because we don't know what's going to happen next and when it's going to be able to happen. So that's how I'm feeling today. So let me know how you're feeling today. I would love to know. And if you're feeling sad, you know, it's okay. If you're feeling angry or sad or upset, you can also let me know, and then we can talk about it. We can talk about why you're feeling this way, and then what are some of the things that you can do to make yourself feel a little bit better. Okay, so moving on to our theme for the week. What is our theme? Wild animals. Okay, so we said that we're going to talk about the big 5. Let me get the pictures for you. 2 big animals. These animals are both very big and very grey and very cool. One of them is my favorite animal in the whole entire world. And I just think that these two are amazing. So we are talking about elephants and rhinoceroses, or rhinos. Okay, so here are just some pictures. One is of a baby taking a mud bath. There's one with a family taking a bath. There's a baby rhino on this one. Okay, so those are our rhinos. Now, let's talk about elephants first, which are my favorite animals. Okay, so I think elephants are very amazing because there aren't many left. They live in Africa and Asia, but we are focusing on the African elephant for today. So these elephants, there aren't many left because people hunt them for their tusks, those big things that come from their mouth, because they are made of ivory. Now ivory is a precious, I want to say mineral, I'm not sure, a precious mineral, because a lot of pianos are made with ivory, piano keys are made with ivory, jewelry gets made of ivory, there's a lot of things that get made of ivory. Just there, nice one. So those white, that looks like giant teeth, those are the things that they get hunted for. And in order to get the tusks, unfortunately, the elephant has to be killed and hunted so that the hunter and the smuggler can take the ivory, which is very sad. So our African elephants are endangered, or close to endangerment, because sometimes they do breed a lot and a lot of them do come back and they build up the number. Okay, so elephants, especially the African elephant, is known for their large ears. Okay, so if you've ever watched the movie Dumbo, Dumbo has massive ears. So if you don't know about the movie Dumbo, or if you like the movie Dumbo, go watch it. But please don't watch the new one where it's real the computer animals. Watch the cartoon one, because the real one it's too sad. I do not recommend it. I couldn't even watch it, so parents, please don't play that. It is way too difficult to watch, so watch the cartoon one. Okay, so elephants are known for their very big ears. Now African elephants are called African elephants because their ears are actually shaped like the continent of Africa. So if you remember your continent of Africa, we drew that last week with our recycling world, the happy world and the sad world, which I think is very cool. So elephants are also the world's largest land animal, but the whale is still the world's largest animal. It just lives in the sea. Okay. So the elephant's tusks, the ivory tusks, they never stop growing. Like our hair and our nails, they never ever stop growing. So some of them can get really, really big, which is why a lot of hunters hunt for the biggest elephants, because they often have the biggest or the most amount of ivory. Another cool fact about elephants is that they eat a lot of food. They eat for about 18 hours a day. That's even more. I don't even think we eat that much in a week. That is a lot of time to be eating. Another cool thing about elephants is that their skin burns, just like ours burn. So what do we do when we go out in the sun? We get sunscreen. But do you think they buy bottles of sunscreen? They don't have an elephant shop yet. So what they do is they put mud and dirt on their backs. So they take it in their trunks, they slope up a little bit, and then they throw it on their backs, just like this, if you can do that. And then it's on their back, and then it protects their back from the sun. Okay. And another fun fact about elephants, and my last fact about elephants, is that they don't like being alone. Just like humans, they like being around people. around their family and around their friends. They hate being by themselves, and they get very, very sad and depressed when they are by themselves. So they like traveling with their family. But now rhinos are the exact opposite. Rhinos, they do live close to each other with their family, but they love being by themselves. So even though they are also big, and they also use sunscreen the same way that the elephants do, except they don't have trunks to throw it on their back. So what they do is they roll around on their back. So if you can roll your shoulders, roll your back and your spine and your hips. So they roll in the mud, so they cover themselves in mud, and that is how they put the sunscreen on their heads. I don't have a rhino. A rhino's head, so I'm just gonna put Eddie there. Okay. So another fun fact about rhinos is that their horn, they only have some of them have one big horn, and some have one big horn and a smaller horn at the top. But the horn is made of the same material as your nail. So you and a rhino share the same thing. You both have keratin nails. His just grows on his face and is a really sharp and dangerous horn. Okay. Oh, and another thing that the sunscreen is used for, the mud, is to actually make a hard layer on top of their skin to protect themselves from biting animals and insects that try and get on their skin. So I think that's also pretty cool. So that is our wild animals for today. We've done our morning ring, we've done our animals, and I hope you had fun learning about elephants and rhinos, because I know I did, because I love these animals so much. If you want to know more about them, please, do some more research, find out more from the internet. A great website is Nat Geo Kids, National Geographic for Kids. This is where I got most of my information as well. They are great, absolutely great for finding out about any animal you would like to find out more about. Okay, so I'll see you for our next activity. Bye guys! Hi Wells, it's me again. So for today's activity we are learning all about the letter M. So I sent this to mommy and daddy, my M workbook. So we can learn all about the letter M. Now the letter M makes the sound So let's think, what words can you think of that start with the letter M that make the sound I can think of monkey and mouse and mole and maybe and mighty and mittens and quite a lot of words. Migraine. Okay, so when we learn to write letter M on my big whiteboard, what we do remember is we have your head, tummy, tail, and then just to make sure that you know which is which, you do your little faces. That's just a very ugly head, tummy, tail. Okay, so the letter M is only in the tummy line. So it goes from top to bottom. Go top line, bottom line, and go back up. And you touch the top line going down. And you go back up, touch the top line, and go down. Okay. And that is the letter M. So it has a little bit of a neck here at the top. A tiny neck. And then it has two humps, or two bumps, if you want to call it that. Okay, so it goes again. Top to bottom, then go back up, make a big bump. All the way back up, a big bump, and there you go. Okay, so when we are learning about the letter M, this is what we are going to do. You're going to find the letter M and you're going to circle it. So a good thing to do is to put it again in a plastic sleeve if you have. So you can do this a few times this week. Okay, so then let's see. Where's the letter M? It goes Okay, so those are my letter M's. Okay. Oh, and remember to write your name at the top there. The next one is you're going to put a circle around the words or around the picture that you think starts with the letter M. So, does ladybird or ladybug start with the letter M? So if you think it's a no, you can even cross it out. Okay. Then you have a mat, which is also called, as we know it, a carpet or rug. So it has different words, but you have to think what the word could be on this paper. Then you can color in your monkey. Then you have to think of something that's not on these papers and draw a picture of something that starts with the letter M that makes the sound M, and then you have to trace the dots to make the moon. And then you can try and write what you drew on the bottom here. If you want mommy and daddy to help you, of course they can help you. Okay, so that's one of the things that we are doing today. But that is not all that we are doing. I don't know where I put it. I found it. Okay. So, got that one. Here. I also emailed mommy and daddy pictures for the whole week that you can color in. What I did is I put 2 on one paper just to save some paper, but you can do it one picture on one paper, of course. Okay. But that is for you to do for the whole week. If you don't want to color them in, you don't have to. If you want to color in your own pictures that you want to draw, of course, draw your pictures and color them in. Okay, but I do want you to draw and color so that you can practice your fine motor skills. So your pencil grip, remember our froggies. Okay. But we are also going to work on sounds. Now, the letter M makes a sound M. Okay. Okay, but there isn't only a sound in the beginning of a word. There are sounds at the end of a word too. Okay, so if we look at these pictures, I also emailed these to mommy and daddy, okay? This is a cat. Now we're going to listen for the end sound of the word. So this is at. So the end of this word is at. So now we're going to see. You're going to see if you can match the end of the word to another picture. Now, cat, does it sound anything like tree? Nuh-uh. Does cat sound anything like pig? But does cat sound anything like hat? Yes, because it's her at. So then what you do is you take your whiteboard marker or your pencil and you circle hat, because hat and cat are rhyming words or rhyming sounds. Okay, so you're going to do that for all of these. There are a few of them. Oops, that's upside down. Okay, you can also do this throughout the week and just practice your sounds. I will do another example tomorrow so that you can just make sure that you're on the right track, okay? And that is our activities for Tuesday. I'll see you for art soon. Bye guys. Hi guys, and welcome to our art activity for today. I have no idea what I just said, so I apologize. Okay, so for today we are doing our body image art activity. So because we are learning about wild animals, and remember yesterday we did the elephant, so tomorrow we will do more animals, but today we are going to focus on ourselves in the wild. So what you need is a blank piece of paper, a pencil, and your pencils or your crayons to color in later. So what we are going to do is you're going to draw yourself. You can choose which way you want to put the paper. You're going to draw yourself. Remember, when we draw ourselves, we have a head, a body, 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 feet, okay? And then remember how many fingers you have on each. You have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, and some ears. You have some eyebrows and some hair. Some of you don't have soft hair, so you know your hair. Don't draw what I'm drawing. You have to draw yourself, okay? And then you're gonna have to draw a background as well, because we can't just have ourselves. That's a little boring, don't you think? What we're going to do is we are going to draw ourselves in the middle, and then you can draw some wild animals on the side with the trees and the leaves. You can even try and draw some big delicious monster leaves like this one, or even like this one. So any type of leaves you want, any type of plants you want, any animals you think that you can see in the wild. Let's get started. And there you go. So this is my self-portrait. I drew a tree, and because a lot of trees in Africa don't always have leaves, I didn't draw leaves on mine. I have some wild birds, 1 cloud because we don't always have clouds in our sky, some green bushes. I have 2 different shades of the sky just to show that sometimes it does look different. I have an elephant far behind me, that's why it's so small compared to me, and I also have a little animal there and a lot of rocks and things at the bottom on the ground. So I can't wait to see your self-portraits. Please send me photos so that I can see how well your self-portraits are going, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye whales. The Thingamabob by Il Sung Na. One day he found the Thingamabob. He had no idea what the Thingamabob was or where it came from. Sometimes it didn't do anything at all. Sometimes it gave him a surprise. He asked his friends, but they did not seem to know. He thought, maybe I can fly with it. Maybe not. Maybe I can sail in it. Maybe not. Maybe I can hide behind it. Maybe not. What are you? What are you then? He cried. Then big drops of rain started to fall. He did not want to get wet. He did not need to get wet. I think we need a bigger thingamabob for my nephew Ruben. What do you think a thingamabob is actually called, guys? Because to me it looks like an umbrella. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I can't wait to see you again.